What are you doing? Are you okay?
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot we were doing a podcast.
To the break of dawn, yo!
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
You can't handle the truth.
Do it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
I'm gonna pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Another!
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
How do you like them, man?
Where's your brain?
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
I hope you like prison food and penis.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
You wanna fight?
Huh?
You wanna fight?
Was it?
We'll fight. All right, you do the intro. Go ahead. And explain how this works.
I'll do it like Mark does. Ready? Here we
No.
go.
Do it like Johnny does.
No. I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead. Do the intro.
Ready?
Yeah, don't forget to.
Are we on?
Ye-
Are we good? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here. We're gonna do Black Widow today. It's gonna be awesome. If you don't know how this show works, basically it's called Street Shots because every time we say we write down 5 danger words, okay? And then if one of us says the word, I don't drink because I'm a God-fearing Christian actually. Every time Johnny says a word, he has to take a shot. And then every time I say a word, he smacks me with a rubber band.
What about the ding?
And then every time you have to with this one.
Yeah.
He has to go
Stop! No, do it once.
ding. Look at my French hat.
I don't know how to move on.
Let's just do the show now.
That's
the
it.
intro.
Yeah,
That's how
I know.
Mark does it.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
2 minutes long. How long have you been recording?
No, I didn't raise the bars until you started talking.
Oh, speaking of raising the bar,
What?
Black Widow, huh?
Bro,
It raised the bar back where the average level is.
I thought it was really good. But wait, first, by the way,
That was fun.
it's a new month, so we got a new alcohol.
Oh.
Oh, no, do you want to wait till you actually get a ding? I'm gonna show it to you now.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'll show it to you now.
I don't. It's gonna.
It's gonna
I'll-
taste awful either way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, Hendrix,
Gin.
big
I
reveal.
have
I
no
don't
idea
know.
what Hendrix tastes like, but I like that it's small, so I can fit it.
I don't even know what the
my
difference between
thing.
gin and alcohol.
Gin is made out of juniper. Juniper?
juniper berries.
Juniper.
From Skyrim. Oh, it used to be sweet on a girl from here. I wonder if Milad is still making that
I've never played
that
Skyrim.
mead with juniper berries mixed in. That's the opening of
I
Skyrim.
wanna-
That's
I-
that's what Rayloff
I
says.
wanna bond with you about that. I've never played Skyrim, so I have no idea. I haven't. It came out in middle school when I was. In middle
all
school,
I
a long
know,
time
I
ago.
think it's a good game. All I know is
We
that
gotta
this one
talk
kid.
about
I don't
Black
know.
Widow.
I don't know if this. I don't know if it's like loved in the gaming community, like the hardcore gamers. Because this
Yeah.
one, I always talk about Skyrim once. He's like, "No, man, that's a terrible game. The action is so monotonous and the same, and there's like 3 actors to voice everybody. I don't like it." And I'm like, "Is that not a good game?"
Johnny's in a mood.
Huh?
By the way, we might have to cut as soon as you get a ding, so I think we get the shot glasses. It's all right though. We'll cut. I
No,
cut and
just
screenshot.
swig it right
Oh,
out.
go ahead.
I'll take
do
a
a cap.
long
Do
pull.
a. You're a liar. You would not actually do it.
Yeah,
You're like,
I
oh,
would.
he's fucking like drinking.
All right.
Black Widow. First thoughts.
I thought my first I sent my friends in an Instagram group chat. They go, I just saw Black Widow, and they said, "What do you think of it?" And I said, "It's good," with a question mark,
Really?
because it's like very softly good. I think.
Really?
I really like. You know what? I thought in the beginning when they were doing, I really liked in this one. The action was kind of refreshing at first because like. In movies, like let's say somebody in a movie, like you see them fighting, right, and then one of them gets their chance, and they pick him up and they smash him right through the middle of a glass table, like perfectly symmetrical, right? What I liked in this movie is that when people would hit things, they would hit things awkwardly, like somebody gets flown back and they hit a doorway,
Yeah.
upside down, and like their right leg only hits the doorway. It's not like they're back and they go and then fall to the ground like perfectly.
Yeah.
I like stuff like there was some very creative.
The choreography was great.
I really liked it.
Choreography was top notch.
I was like, that's so smooth right there.
Yeah, I thought I loved this. I thought it was great. And I don't like, you know how like when we first started watching movies in theaters again, like I was like, oh my gosh, being back in
You said loved.
Really? That's one of the words?
Because you took it could be loved or liked, whatever. I forget what I wrote down.
Bullshit. Write a new word.
Oh wait, you saw my words.
I know. I can't read your handwriting. Remember?
Oh,
I had to take a
Wait,
pic-
so wait, no, but that's just not work.
You shouldn't have said liked.
Why?
Listen, you want? All right, fuck it. Which choose your weapon.
The rubber band.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Give me one. I don't care.
Anyway, I thought it was great.
Hit the camera.
Is the camera? Can the camera move the tissue box? Move the tissue
Move
box.
your hand. That's how high it's gonna be,
Oh my
fellas.
fucking god! Oh my! Oh fuck! You do it the
That's
best.
actually, you know what's
You
screwed?
do it the
That's
best.
payback.
Fuck,
The
bro.
other day, Mark smacked me with a thing. Like one of those clear things that go on the window when you
have to close and open and
twist
close
it.
a blind.
Yeah,
I
he
fucking
smacked me with that thing.
and then he promptly showed me his ass. He did. I saw his
'Cause there was
ass
a
skin for
big
the second
mark at
time in
it.
my life.
Don't put that out. in
Too bad.
public.
I thought the movie was so good, but I didn't know. I couldn't tell if it was
You
because
said good. No, I'm kidding.
get the hell out of here. I couldn't tell. Remember when I first went back to theaters? Like, oh my gosh, Those Who Wish Me Dead was so amazing. But I think it might have just been because it's my first experience back in theaters.
Right.
This time, I could safely say it wasn't my first experience back in theaters that made me like the movie, but it might have been my first Marvel experience. Like
Right.
again, that made. But I
Like
don't.
this started in the theater and everybody started clapping. Like that was a really cool moment to be like, all right, we're back to
Yeah.
doing this Marvel shit, you know, or we're
and-
back to go seeing these movies.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I don't think that did it for me either, because I've never been like a huge like Marvel shill, you know. Like I've never been like Marvel all the way. Like I criticize like Endgame and stuff. Like I'm like, there's a lot of things I'm upset with it about. But and like Spider-Man stuff. Like there's a lot of things I don't like. But this, I had a great time. Oh my gosh, fantastic time. But we gotta bring this up, 'cause I took a picture of it and I gotta put it on screen. The kids that we sat next to, that wouldn't stop talking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, it's fun because we were just talking about how we were so excited to be back in the theater. Everybody clapped and went woo! We were so excited.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you're back to you know. But it seems that when you miss something, you always don't remember the bad things
bad
about
things.
it, which is ironic because it's usually the other way around. But and then like literally, these two girls next to us were talking. These guys, these 15-year-old
There's
guys
like-
in the
there were
front
like
of
six
us.
of them,
The guy
too.
next to us, next to Mark, was there, and then behind us were talking.
Well, the
And
guy next to us were on our side. Like
then-
he was
yeah,
alright. He was
but
alright.
still, everybody was talking.
Oh my!
Everybody got an Amber Alert in the middle of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Turn those off. Stop
Every-
doing that. The government or Apple, whoever does it.
I don't know if that's appropriate
Not
to say.
during movies. What the hell?
Not
Dude,
during
I'm watching the
movies.
movie.
There'll be
it's a
like-
quiet scene, and all of a sudden everybody's going bing, bing, bing.
I literally turned to Johnny. Johnny's like, "What was it?" I'm like, "Oh, a 2-year-old kid got kidnapped." And he's like, "Oh my fucking god, you stupid Amber." No, he didn't say that. But basically, you might as well have. What's wrong? What? You another Amber Alert? What are you doing? Are you okay?
Oh wait, I'm checking. I'm sorry, I forgot we were doing a podcast.
Really?
Yeah,
What were you looking at?
Barker and Kellett were texting. I don't.
Anyway, I had a great time, but if I didn't show the picture of those seats, I'm gonna show it now, because they let them mess those kids. Listen, this is what you gotta do. If you go to the theater, okay, don't talk. Put all the candy you buy outside of the theater, put in Ziploc bags that don't make noise. And if you leave any popcorn, at least the way they did.
Dang it, you
What
fuck.
did I say?
Popcorn.
Oh my gosh!
You
If you
asshole.
leave any popcorn the way they did, you'll find yourself with a black eye when you go home. Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, 15-year-old kid.
I
Mark will beat him.
I will beat up a
I
15-year-old
did get.
kid.
There was one point.
Fuck!
There was one point
Yo,
where they were
I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand how none of your friends could do what you just
because
did.
they're not as ruthless.
They're
as me.
idiots. I'm sorry, guys.
Anyway,
Ah, fuck.
what was I saying? The kids, they were throwing popcorn and being annoying, but it's like I kind of got used to it a little bit. And then the kid came back and they started throwing popcorn. There was a big scene it was a scene in the movie, and you audibly this loud. They were like, "Shut the fuck up, you cunt!" like that. And they were throwing popcorn. And then I told Mark. Mark was like, "Oh, me and Mark wanted to yell at him so badly." That we did a rock paper, or we flipped a coin for it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go tell him." And then when the time came, he chickened out. He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I wish I had popcorn." I don't know."
I'm
And then, hold on.
like, okay,
and then,
wait,
and then they threw the popcorn and it landed on us, and that's when I just immediately.
Yeah, you immediately got up.
And then I was like, "Stop it!"
But the thing is, like I said to you, like usually I yell. I'd never actually go up and meet them. But I've also never been that close to people that are making noise. I usually have to yell across the theater. But because they were doing it in like spikes and it wasn't like constant, like I felt like it'd look like I was the bad guy if I
Right.
yelled something at them. But
But we did that like maybe 30 minutes, 40. I yelled at him 45 minutes into the movie, and then after
so
that
they were fucking quiet for a while.
they were dead
Holy
silent. And then they
shit.
did one more spike at the end.
Yeah.
But-
But hold on. Because I don't want to get too carried away. Yeah, they were fucking assholes. 15-year-old kids. But I'm pretty sure they were younger than that,
Maybe
though.
50.
Maybe 50.
15.
I
mean,
But look, the movie was fantastic.
Allegedly.
I recommend going to see it, not just because it's a Marvel movie. I think the coolest thing about this movie, just like a lot of the Marvel movies, well, some of them, is that it's not much about superpowers. It's about like normal people accomplishing something, achieving an objective. But it's action packed. Oh my gosh.
there are, even though it's normal, mostly for the most part, normal people, I do think that there's still some sequences that are like Fast and Furious level. Like, she's just a person, and
Yeah.
she's surviving this.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, I did get some vibes from that.
Yeah.
But
We're gonna go. We're gonna 3 more minutes before because
Okay.
we kind of like veered off track.
Here, let me see what I wrote
It was, oh my god, like I turned the giant at the end of it. I was like, bro, that was so good. I think I think that if you went into this movie expecting a lot, and because you expected a lot, like it let you down, you'd still be happy when you left. Partially yes, because it's Marvel's back, baby, but also because it was just a good movie, in my opinion. And also, I just want to say one more thing. I think it was like, this sounds horrible, and I never want something like this to happen again. But COVID was a saving grace for Marvel because they gave everybody a huge break, and now everyone can't stop eating it again because they took like a year off. And people, like, when Endgame was over, and then Spider-Man was coming out, everyone was like, I don't know if I like. Maybe I'll get back into it. I don't know. Everyone watched. Everyone had a good time.
It was the highest grossing
No,
Spider-Man
no. I know that everyone had a good time, but like, because when a Marvel movie comes out, you go to see it. But
I see your point, yeah.
but no one was like, holy shit. No one was. But now, oh my gosh, they took a break and people need it again.
I saw the opening night of this doubled the Fast and Furious opening night, and
Yeah.
Fast and Furious made 70 million opening weekend.
Yeah,
So maybe this movie will be the first one to break 100
I
opening.
think so.
That'd be cool. That'd be a really good sign of.
It would be.
I didn't like it as much as you, the movie. I thought at some part it was. I turned to you like 3 times during the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Black Widow would fall or something like that, and I would just turn to you and go, dead. Is that one of the words?
Dead, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh!
You knew I was going to do it. What up? Did you write down dead?
No, I just said dead. You want a glass? I'll cut real
No,
quick.
just fucking swig it
You
out
gotta.
of the
I
bottle.
gotta make sure it actually happens.
What do you mean?
'Cause I don't trust you.
What do you mean? I'll swig it out.
You
of the
lied
bottle.
last episode.
What do you mean I lied last
You
episode?
literally confessed to it as soon as the episode was over. Yeah, that last shot, I didn't pour anything into it.
Yeah, because I needed to drive Barker home. and
No,
I
you
was feeling
didn't.
Like shit. I had pretzel M&Ms and a burger and fries and Reese's sticks, and you expect me to drink? I'm gonna put
Put it up to this so you can hear it, 'cause I think it's a cork. It's a cork. No, put it on. Oh man, you put it on the mic so people could hear it. What a moron. Oh, that was delicious. It kind of sounded
delicious. It fucking this looks gross.
like.
I'm gonna put my mouth on it.
Go ahead. I don't care.
That's so gross. So gross. So gross.
Wow. You want to come smell this? It smells like whatever the fuck it's called. Juniper. Juniper.
This is what that's not good.
First shot
Especially
of the game.
with the sore mouth.
I'll tell
from
you
the
what. I'll
burns.
tell you what. If we get to 100 subscribers, then I'll start doing it. But I gotta see somebody first. I do have to see somebody.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. I feel like 100. We're 10 left to 100. I think that's a little too low. But anyway, let's go into spoilers, huh?
Okay. Wait, we didn't rate it. We didn't.
Oh
rate it.
yeah, let's rate it. Okay. Out of what? How many spiders?
Out of
from
8 out of 8 spider
from Daddy
legs.
Longleg to Black
No,
Widow.
Out of 8 spider legs.
Okay, that's a better
How
one.
many spider legs do you give it?
8 out of 8. I do. I loved it.
I'd give it a 5 out of 8, which is
I gotta try to do
which
that
is
metric.
more of like a
That's like a-
7
that's like
out
a-
of, that's 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense. Right?
Why do we do it if we just revert back to 7 out of 10 every time?
I have no idea. Okay, ready for the spoilers? And let's go.
One of us will gobble one of us. We accept that one of us. You will gobble one of us. We accept that one of us. You will gobble.
Jordan! Your dad's coming. Something about the American Express bill?
I absolutely hated the reveal of the villain.
Me too. Can I tell you why?
Say the word. Can I say the word?
Yeah, I don't have it written down.
Taskmaster.
Can I tell you why I didn't like that?
Yes, and then I'll tell you why I didn't like it.
First of all, and I could be wrong. I don't think I am. Now this isn't my biggest gripe, but I'll get to my biggest gripe. Taskmaster was like, first of all, he was a man in the comic books. I'm pretty sure, like I feel like I'm gaslighting myself right now, but he was also like sentient and he like made his own choices, and he was like he was like the guy. Like the only people who could beat him is Moon Knight and Deadpool. And in this, I was disappointed because not only is it like a mutated, mind-controlled daughter of the man,
The villain. Draco.
The villain's daughter was open quote and like Natasha Black Widow thought she killed the daughter, ended up not dying, survived. The father turned her into a mutant and made her into Taskmaster. Costume was awesome, I think. Costume was great.
Yes.
Great, but I don't like, because that's, as far as I know, like I'm not too deep into the comics. I don't know, but that's not what Taskmaster was.
I think I suspected that it was a woman, but I should have known. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. Like I didn't see that coming. Like, because they set up like, oh, she murdered a girl. Like she murdered somebody's daughter.
I guess Disney wasn't gonna.
I was like,
there,
there's no way they can hold that, and people will still be like, I love Black Widow. Like I knew that was too far, even though she's killed. But I don't know.
You said killed.
You said kill first, though.
It's my word.
She murdered a girl, just like this stupid bottle of gook is about to murder me.
There you go. But you know what I was okay with though? You know what I'm okay with? Marvel has so many characters, like so many, that I'm okay if we never see Taskmaster again, because I like them just dropping characters in here and there. You know,
Taskmaster if it's like
the real Taskmaster,
an actual person.
Yeah,
like
I thought he was gonna be the villain. Honestly.
I thought like for like the first half of the movie, I was like, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. I loved all this Taskmaster stuff. I think the action's really good. I think the fact that he's just like watching the screen and he can and whatever, and that he mimics all the movements and stuff. And I say he
because it's a man in the
75% of the movie. Well, not even that. 75% of the movie, it's clearly a guy in a suit. It's clearly a man in a suit, right? And then when the big reveal comes, he goes, show her your face or whatever, and he presses a button, and they cut. When he presses the button, it's clearly the guy in the suit. They press a button, they cut to Black Widow's reaction, and then they cut back, and it's his daughter in the suit. But you can clearly tell that the shoulders aren't as broad, and it's more loose fitting on her. So you're like, oh, so that wasn't that. It felt like an act of deception, more of a plot twist or something.
Listen though,
it didn't feel right.
Just for the record, I have zero problem.
They did it in Fast and Furious too, where it's
they
go, get on the ground, oh man, and then they get in the car. And it's clearly all just a bunch of and the suits start loosening it up, and they're too big.
Just to be clear, I don't have a problem that they made Taskmaster a woman because it's a side character. I'll probably never see Taskmaster again. I'm okay with that because, like I said, they have so many characters. For them to just drop them in random places and random movies, I think that's cool as shit. Let's just get them out there. That they exist in the Marvel universe alone in these movies, I think it's fucking cool. Don't care that she's a girl, not at all. But
no, I care that she's a girl. No, I'm kidding.
If they made like Taskmaster was the main villain and they completely changed his story, then I'd be upset.
I don't mind that it was I thought it would be way more interesting
because it's part of the plot.
Taskmaster was an actual sentient person who didn't, and they explain away the mimic thing, like with this weird technology.
Yeah.
I would have liked it if Taskmaster was just incredibly smart.
That's what he is in the comics.
Yeah, I know. And so I would have liked it if he was that, and he was an actual person who had his own agenda, and not just this thing that can't talk and doesn't know anything. And I thought that was as soon as we saw it was the daughter, I thought it was infinitely less interesting.
I agree, but I let it slide because I was like, you know what? I'm okay with this because of everything I just said 2 seconds ago. But the thing that's cool about Taskmaster is with the whole Moon Knight and Deadpool thing, whereas the reason why Moon Knight could beat him is because Moon Knight is willing to die to kill his opponent. So he'd let Taskmaster stab him in the fucking face just so he can like stab him in the throat. Like
Right.
Taskmaster will do anything but die.
And can he not kill Deadpool?
He can't. No, because Deadpool is like basically schizophrenic and he can't figure him out.
Right, like he's too unpredictable.
He's crazy.
That's
He's a
what I was gonna
crazy
say.
man. Yeah. Which is so cool. And yeah, but the fucking costume was cool.
I love how he had a hoodie. Like
Yeah,
the
well,
costume
that's
was
the other
awesome.
thing.
At sometimes I'm like, he's just wearing a hoodie.
I thought, but the fly was cool though. The mask was
no, I
fucking
really
cool.
liked it.
I also do like too how like in the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Dude, you know what I really liked? That scene when I was like, okay, this is actually I really liked it. Is when she's fighting Taskmaster on the bridge and she shoots the thing on it, and I keep saying he because it was a man for most of
It's
the
okay,
movie.
you gotta go for it.
And she shoots his leg, and he gets pulled up into the thing, and he gets like thrown, and he does like a front flip, and as he comes back up, he cuts the thing and lands on his feet.
Yes.
I was like, that's cool.
Oh,
man.
man.
I literally went to myself and went,
Well,
"Whoo!"
Taskmaster is so cool. He's fucking awesome. I mean, like I said, if he was the main villain, then I'd be upset. But because they played him the way they did, I'm okay with it. If they ever bring him back, I would like them to do him right.
Nah, don't. It's too late.
I think it's too. But if they did, like where it's like, I don't even want to get into it. But what I was gonna say is,
you can't bring her back because she's good.
No, I know. But like if like some guy was like, I made this technology and they wasted it. It's time for me to show people what it could actually do.
Yeah, but then they'd be like,
I know,
what,
fucking
you think
stupid.
You think you can take a woman's job?
Stupid. I know. But what I was gonna say is, I think in the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, how like Iron Man like was having trouble getting into his suit because it's clunky and like he actually has to drill it onto his like elbows and his knees and his how the armor's real. And as it got on and they used more CGI and into like the nanotech, and I was like, oh, this looks stupid. I like how it was an actual suit with a helmet.
Yeah, once it got to the nanotech, it was like cool.
But bring it back.
But now it's just it can do anything.
Yeah,
sort of.
like when they did that in Transformers, like when they like could like turn into like little like bugs, like micro bugs, and they can turn to whatever the fuck they want. I thought it was so stupid.
I think Red Guard. I like the in the prison, all the stuff in the prison with Red Guardian.
Yeah, he was
That
cool.
was awesome.
I
liked it. I liked it so. And this is actually what I liked. What I didn't like about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
By the way, you said red.
I put red too. So you said it too. Wait, did I put red? Fuck.
Did you?
God, I hope I put it.
What is that from? Did you put it?
It's from Land of the Lost. No, I didn't put it.
Come on, don't worry. This isn't
It's
too
so
bad.
Gross.
This isn't
yes,
too
it's
bad.
worse.
No.
I'd rather drink the New Amsterdam shit.
By the way, I have like a 40-ounce glass in my closet because we ran out. I just refilled this with that. Oh my gosh. Good. All right. That's what is that?
Dude,
3
that's
shots.
That's so terrible. I can't even.
Okay.
I'm not even taking fucking shot. I'm taking sips, and it's knocking me. It's sending a chill throughout my spine. It's so terrible. I can't believe. Thank God I didn't pay for that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not drinking it though, so it doesn't hurt me.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder if who's gonna choose to drink that in the next episode. Anyway.
What
yeah,
was I saying
you were talking
Red
about
Guardian?
Red Guardian.
And I liked in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The problem I had with that, I thought it was fine. I liked I think WandaVision was really good. I really admire WandaVision. The first, at least the first 7/8 of it, and then I thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier was fine. And then Loki, I'm really, really, really liking. But
so good. We talk about the next episode.
My problem with Falcon and the Winter Soldier is that when people are super soldiers, it kind of just felt that they were a little strong. It didn't feel like, I never felt like there was that big of a change between a super soldier and a regular. I was like, he should be dead. And a super soldier, if they're as strong as Captain America, it should be one punch to a human being in the face should kill them.
Yes.
At least.
Yes.
But then they
at least. What else could there be?
I don't know. But But in this one, they with Red Guardian, I thought they nailed the strength thing. I thought that was so good. Except for I'm like, why doesn't he just jump really high?
That's what. Yeah, I was
Like,
thinking the same thing.
He's surrounded by 10-foot cages, and he's like, where do I go? It's like you can't just jump really quick.
I was gonna.
He does do it a little bit, but not.
I think you could use the excuse of like the barbed wire, like he had nothing to grab onto.
It was cages.
Yeah, there's barbed wire on top of the cages.
Was it? Were there?
Yeah, there was. But I wanted to say this because, okay, this is, I think, when it comes to like being inclusive and making sure everyone feels like they're
Conclusive or inclusive?
inclusive, when everyone feels like they have a part of like pop culture, I think this movie did a fantastic job. Because what I fucking hate is when I watch a movie with a female lead and they make a point to say strong female character. They didn't do that once in this movie, which made it so fucking good.
I know what you're saying. Well, I wrote an essay. I wrote an essay for college on this. And basically the moral of the essay is basically like it's like when people say, "Oh, this political correctness in movies, it's ruining it," or whatever. It's like political correctness in movies is sort of like CGI. You only notice it when it's done poorly.
Yeah.
And
they did such a good job for this.
Like example of that would be like Wonder Woman, where they did it very well.
I've got a really good example.
And then what for bad one?
No, a good one.
What?
Beginning of Avengers Endgame, when one of the guys said Captain America's in a support group, and one of the guys was talking about a date he went on with a man, but no one pointed it out. He said, I went on a date with him, and I cried, and then he cried, and the scene ended.
Right.
That was fucking perfect.
Well, that was one of the directors too.
I know it was.
But then the thing, they ruined it at the end. Like give me a minute.
Go for it.
And I make a reference to this too. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, right?
Uh-huh.
There's that awesome scene where Steppenwolf, spoiler alert, who cares? Steppenwolf is going to take the mother box from Themyscira, right? And all the Themyscirans, he goes like, I will bathe in your fear, and then she goes, daughters of Themyscira, like, show them your fear. And they all go, we have no fear. Yeah. It's one of the coolest goddamn things I've ever seen, bro. Right? So but never at that point do you think about the word woman. You're just thinking
never.
Whatever. But then in Avengers Endgame, the problem with that scene is that they go out of their way to get all the the
women together.
It's
cringy as fuck.
You can tell that there's something behind that, as opposed to like a Wonder Woman or a Zack
Get a little bit close to your mic.
Or even people. The only reason why people then hated on Captain Marvel wasn't because of the movie, just because they didn't like Brie Larson.
Yeah.
When you watch the movie, there's no like.
I had a great time. Movie's great.
People were complaining the movie's feminist propaganda. It's like no, it
wasn't.
I
had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching that.
It handled the situation just as well as Wonder Woman did. Even though Wonder Woman's movie.
You're right, because when I watched that movie, my problem was Brie Larson, not the movie. I liked the movie. I mean, I saw it with Amanda, my girlfriend. And we went on like a little vacation in somewhere in Pennsylvania. We like got an Airbnb, and we fucking had nothing to do. We had no idea where we were, so we went to go see Captain Marvel, and I had a lot of fun.
Right.
And they didn't, but and now with Black Widow, like I was thinking, okay, if I'm a kid watching this, and I'm a man, but like if I was a little boy, I would still be going home to pretend like I was Black Widow, because this shit was fucking cool. And when they had I love, by the way, how Black Widow's not just her code name; it's the code name for all of the women in this group. Like they call themselves the Widows, which is fucking so cool. But when all the widows are like 30 of them are like on that like helicarrier type thing, and they're just marching through and they're about to kick fucking ass, even though at the time they're like bad guys. I was like, this is the coolest thing I have ever seen, and I also thought it was cool the way they explained why they use women, because I think this is true. Like if you look at the census, there's a majority of women on the planet, and most of them are like a lot of women either like they become homeless in like third world countries, or
most
they
of the
like
women on the planet live in China and India and the Middle East.
Yeah, or they're like abused, and like so this man is like, there's so many of them, there's a surplus. I'm gonna take them, give them a life, but they have to work for me as slaves.
Right.
And I was like, that's a good way to explain that.
But I was kind of like when he goes the one resource that the world has too much of, girls, and I went,
Said girls.
No, I said girls.
No, bullshit.
No,
bullshit.
fuck you.
Bullshit.
I didn't say the word.
Bullshit.
No.
No, you
No.
had no.
Ref.
No.
Ref.
Who's the ref? No one's here.
I said
no.
girls.
No.
No, fuck
Then you gotta let me write down
you.
another word. You gotta let me write down another word. Then.
Go do it. I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
By the way, how many times have you been on this fucking show and you still don't know how to talking to the mic?
Because I talk loud. No way, dude. That's girl.
You're an
not
asshole. You know
girl.
it. You said this might be liked or loved, but you gotta do it anyway. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Dude, take it. Drink this.
No, I'm not gonna do
Oh
it.
my god. Like, hey, this yeah,
I
know
totally know the hypocrisy and what
You're
I'm
a
doing
fucking
too.
piece of garbage.
I am so content with being called a hypocrite in this moment because I do not want to drink that ever again.
God, you suck.
But
Now I
he
gotta
goes.
think of
But
something
anyway,
else.
he goes. The world's the one resource that we have too much of. He goes, girls. It's like that's like really that's your like they're just people. Like I didn't get he wasn't. I'm like,
I
so
don't
is
know.
he? Does he hate women or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
But
But it was just a straight like it was kind of comical when he said that because I was thinking like, like oh I don't know the one resource we have too much of. I don't know, is it fucking like
oxygen.
nuclear warhead? I don't know.
You know what I thought also was cool about having it all be female? Like in the beginning of the movie, I was like thinking about it while they were doing the secret agent shit. They were running through buildings. I was like, you know what? Making an entire secret agent like organization just women would make a lot of sense because people expect it to be men. And
That's what that movie Red Sparrow was about.
and I've never seen it. And
Pretty good. I like it.
maybe that should be your recommendation.
Oh, you're right. I should
yeah.
do that. That's a good one.
I think I was like, you know what? If it was a woman, all these women were secret agents. Not only would they not be expected to be secret agents, they also wouldn't be expected to be able to be super really good at murdering people. No one's gonna expect a woman to be. They just don't.
Right.
And also they could hide in crowds a lot easier, than men can. I think if you train a girl, little girl from like fucking 4 years old to be trained killer, I think it'd be the best one we ever have because of the psychological aspect of a girl doing it, not a man.
I liked one of the things Marvel's doing now, and like in some other TV shows, is now when they have henchmen, there's like women in the henchmen,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And even though like who cares really, but I'm still like, oh, I see what they're doing. Like you could still tell like there's some, but in this one they have the girl henchmen, but it's actually because they've been trained since they were 4. They're just not like random people.
Yes.
Right. That's why I liked it in this. But like in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they just had like a girl henchman. And I'm like, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
In
I
real
understand.
life, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, probably not, because the whole
Unless she was Ronda Rousey,
no,
which she
yeah,
definitely was.
because the whole thing, I guess henchmen have to like just like on average, yeah, men are gonna be able to pick up more
They're
things.
called henchmen,
like-
not henchwomen.
like
No, I'm kidding.
like henchmen do the dirty work, and on average, yeah, you're gonna have a big guy picking up that box full of grenades than a woman. Just you are, but it is cool seeing that like, oh yeah, they're just inserting these girls because they are fucking crazy killers, assassins. I was gonna say something, but I
Did you hear that on the mic?
I don't think you could. We'll find out.
I just
Hold
farted.
on. Oh shit, bro. We both fucking thought it, man. Imagine, okay, that scene where they all got back together, back in that house. They got the white suits on. The dad's got the red suit on. The mom's wearing her normal clothes. They're sitting there and they're like, "We're back together." And then Dom Toretto puts his hand on top of their hand. He's like, "Family." And he's like there on the table with them somehow. Bro, I was dying.
Also, you do this weird thing in movies that I saw is maybe like 3 or 4 times a movie, there'll be one part where you just go.
Your snot just went all over the
Yeah.
mic.
But still, you go.
Wait, get the tissue and wipe that. I'm listening.
You go.
I think I forget to breathe.
Yeah, you do that all
I think
the
I
time.
forget to breathe.
My snot didn't get on the mic.
I watched that happen.
Yeah, me too.
If
I just lied there.
you're gonna do it again, I'm gonna turn down the mic. But I think that's why I like
I'll
this
get
movie.
that later. I just threw
I
it to look
think
cool
that's
on
why
the
I
camera.
liked this movie, is because I didn't have to do any work of extending my disbelief because, first of all, it's a superhero movie, so it gets a little bit of a pass. Second of all, there was no forced agenda, like the whole like woman narrative or like anything like that where it's like women are super strong, whatever. It was just a fucking movie about really cool characters. I didn't have to do the
Here's
wo-
the thing about
Hold
the-
on.
all
I
right.
didn't have to do the work to brush past all the like message stuff. It was just a good movie, and I think because I was able to sit there and like cut through it like butter, like that's what made it good for me.
Right. And I think what you were saying that like people, I think this one has less so. I think a good Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel, the first Wonder Woman, because not the second one. They paved the way. Like they made it so that when we see a female-led superhero movie, we don't talk about it. Like nobody's like, I guess some people still are going like, this is a strong female lead. But like I didn't really think of that at all during this movie.
Neither did I.
So that's why I think even bringing it up still, I think we're at a better place because I think it's better to just not,
Yes.
it's just a movie.
It's just a fucking movie, but I think
And I think it is. It's. And I think most of our attitudes are there because of movies like Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. We're kind of long gone. We're kind of past that by
well,
now.
even I think that
Unless
like
it's Batwoman,
I-
the TV show.
I never saw it.
Oh, dude,
I heard it was
Here-
bad.
and
though.
then I said this in the essay too. I go in Wonder Woman, right? Like when she saves like her teammate or whatever, none of the men are like, "Oh, I got saved by a woman." Like they don't really refer to like it. Not it's she's more. They just treat her like a person. But in the Batwoman trailer on the CW, the one with Ruby Rose in the first season, they have this whole trailer or whatever, and it's just you're like cringing the whole time. And at the end, the Batman's assistant, he goes, but Batman. She goes, I want Batman's suit. You have to fix it. He goes, fix it. It's Batman's suit. It's perfect. And she goes, it will be. Push in when it fits a woman.
It's so stupid.
And you just go, oh no. And guess what? Everybody hated it. And people are like,
Yeah.
oh, see, look how everybody's a piece of shit when it comes to. It's like, okay, so how come those same people who are criticizing Batwoman, they also would have been the same people to criticize Wonder Woman. They're seeing both things. So how come Wonder Woman didn't get any hate and how come Batwoman didn't? Maybe you should look at the two movies and see what they did. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no,
Anyway, cut that off because this has nothing to do with the.
No, I'm not, because that's a great. No, I know what you're saying.
All right.
And the thing when you go to watch this movie, like we keep saying about the whole like agenda stuff, I think it's okay for us to talk about the way we are because we both realized what they should have, what like corporations should have realized like a lot earlier, that don't make it. Look, we need to help. We need to fix women. We need to help them get a spotlight. No, you didn't. They were great. You make a good movie, everyone's gonna fucking love it. Like I was talking about before the show, we were talking about Star Wars, the cartoon Clone Wars. My favorite character was Ahsoka Tano. She's a woman, the best, one of the best, behind maybe like Qui-Gon Jinn, who's my other favorite.
She's not a woman.
No, he's not. She's the best Star Wars character in my opinion. And they never pushed anything. She was just so well written, and her character was amazing. I think that pointing out, look at these strong women, is actually worse for women than just giving a good character.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I say what I think would have made this movie like better? Like this is like a soft good for me.
Okay.
Like yeah, it's good.
Really soft good?
I would
a
think this
decent
is,
good?
I would think this is more of, well, decent. I mean, soft good is decent good for me.
Okay.
But there's good, like a solid good, and there's really good, and then there's great. But this
well,
one,
so yours like the lowest then, huh?
the lowest
out of the
good.
goods,
This
out of
is
the
the
goods.
lowest good it can be. Because my problem with it is I would have liked this a lot more if it stayed more focused on Taskmaster and it wasn't, hey, well this might be one of your words. Hey, ultimate brain influence.
I don't think anything you were about to say was just gonna be
Mind
one of my
control.
words. No, it's not.
All right, so instead of it's mind control, and I'm like, I said, wait, they're doing mind control. Like, I would have liked this if this was a more grounded along the lines of like Winter Soldier type. Don't copy Winter Soldier, but if it was more of a spy movie, or you could even like, I thought the mind control with the gas, and like I don't care about this. They do it as thinly as possible with the whole mind control stuff. I would have liked it a lot better if it stayed grounded to these missions and in a way,
I do like though how they didn't enhance the Widow's strengths. They just enhanced how smart they were by training them for the last 25
I like
years.
how they said that she was genetically superior.
Which one?
Black Widow. They go, we picked you because you had genetic potential.
Oh yeah, on her own. On her own.
That's what I liked.
I like that. I like how the reason why they were so good at everything they did is because they trained their entire existence to be that good. There was no, here's a steroid. Now you're great. I like that. And I also like how the Russian Captain America, what's his name?
Alexei, Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. I like how the Red Guardian
He had Karl Marx on tattooed
yeah.
on his hands.
That's so funny. I like how
That commie.
I like how the only one with serum, they kind of made like the comic relief because I'm tired of the serum shit. I'm tired of it. Like,
unless he's involved, because then I would watch an entire Red Guardian series.
if it was like a Guardians of the Galaxy type thing, yes, I would too. Like it was like a ragtag team and he's a part of it, but he's like the leader, like he's a Star
I
Lord
want
of
him
it.
to be a part of the Thunderbolts.
I don't know that one.
That's what they're setting up.
Oh, are they?
With
look it up.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, because she shows up and she recruits
Yes.
John Walker.
Holy shit, you're right.
They're gonna recruit.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
for that guy, the John Walker actor. Good for him, right?
What?
That he's like getting work, even though like he auditioned for Captain America like 11 years ago and didn't get it, and now he's like.
No, he got it. They just said you gotta wait 12 years to play
Did
Captain
they
America.
actually say that? No, they didn't.
That was
But
that was a
what's
joke.
the actor that did Red whatever?
Red?
Oh,
David Harbour.
David Harbour.
Or as that kid who's sitting in front of us when he showed
just
up
a
on
Stranger
screen.
Things guy.
Is that Hopper from Stranger Things?
Oh my
and
God.
that loud.
So annoying. Oh, one of them, not to break away, but one of them yawned and went like.
And they were just crumpling shit to piss people
Yeah,
off.
but look, I'm really happy for that actor too because
we've done like half of just like talking about bullshit and half actually reviewing.
this is a great. No, I'm actually really pleased with this episode because we're having fun. I'm really happy for him because he had such a huge flop with what's the guy with the horns, the red guy horns has a friend that's a fish.
In the Marvel?
No, the actor that played red whatever.
Oh, Hellboy?
Hellboy, that was such a fucking flop. I'm so happy that he got another role that's everyone's gonna love.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him because he deserves it. I think so. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I feel like
I was a fan of him from the Green Hornet days, David Harbour.
Holy shit, he was in Green Hornet.
I know.
That's a great movie.
I
love that movie.
I'm not to be that guy, but I liked him before everybody else.
Well, I think because I feel like Stranger Things is gonna end up being a career killer for a lot of those people in there, just because no one's gonna be able to see them any other way than that. So I'm happy that he's finding a way. I am. Like even what's her name, the 11. Although she had other roles, I feel like she's gonna end up not having much of a career. Not because she's bad.
I don't know, bro. She's part of the MonsterVerse, and she's also Enola Holmes.
MonsterVerse. Oh, with
King Kong versus
King Kong.
Godzilla. But she's
Those
also
movies
she
are
has
kinda
another
shitty.
franchise now, Enola Holmes. That
Does
was
she?
incredibly successful.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Apparently, it's really
screw-
good. I want to
screw me
watch
then.
it. Henry Cavill plays Sherlock Holmes. You fucking idiot.
You can leave.
Good. I don't have to drink that bullshit anymore.
I have a feeling you're not gonna say any more of my words.
Good.
Oh, I also like, kind of. This wasn't my favorite part, but it was a part that I kind of thought was cool, but I also could have done without, but it was also a good strong point of the movie. Is that, when you watch A Quiet Place and what's his name, the director kept saying to everybody, listen, sure, it's a horror movie. John Krasinski would say, sure, it's a horror movie, but no, guys. This movie's about family. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I watched this movie, and I'm like, this movie's great, but I like how they were able to tie the father back in, the mother back in, and the sisters, like they had a bond, not because they liked each other, but because there was that like inseparable part where they grew up together, they were raised together, and just because they know each other from birth, like that,
Right.
I thought it was cool that they all, although disagreed with each other, hated each other, like did shitty things to each other, they at the end of the day, they're like genetically wanted to make sure everyone was okay.
There was I enjoyed there was this one long scene in the middle of around the middle of the movie where they're at the house and they're talking over
that's what I'm
dinner.
talking about. It's great.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of good character stuff throughout the movie that I really enjoyed, like getting to know all their backstories and stuff. But there was just there was some emotional moments where I'm like, this isn't giving me anything at all.
Bring 'em up? Which ones?
Like when what do you call it? When fucking Scarlet, the Black Widow and her sister.
Yeah.
They like hug and shit. And there's like a moment. Oh, what does she say?
Oh, when she stabs the thing.
She's like, you're safe now. You're safe. You're safe. Or like they're crying. It's just like shit like that. We're like, you're safe now. You're safe. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that where I was like, okay, And then there was the scene with the Taskmaster where they put their heads together, and she's like, I got you're safe now. You're not under control. And I'm like, I don't care about this girl at all. And also the actor who plays her, she doesn't have any lines. She has one scene, and I'm pretty sure she was in one of the James Bond movies. Let me look her up.
Easiest
really
job
quick.
she's ever had. Because it wasn't even her in the suit unless her helmet was off.
Yeah, the one scene where her helmet, all she had to
easiest
do was stare.
job she's ever had.
Let me see if they have her. If it's the girl I'm thinking of. Oh, Kansna.
I like the white suits too. That was a change, and I
Dude,
really liked
there
those.
was one girl I thought that looked like an Asian Kayla.
Really?
Doesn't this look like Asian Kayla?
Whoa.
Or Cajun?
Whoa, Amanda, look at this.
Asian Kayla.
That looks like Kayla, but wow, you're so right. Jeez, that was crazy.
Anyway, but wait, I can't find her.
That's so funny.
Maybe they don't have it.
Kayla's our friend, by the way.
No, she's not.
She's
I'm kidding,
not.
She's all right.
She's gonna be on the next episode of Screenshots. So.
Everybody thought that that one guy who played like her arms dealer basically.
Oh yeah, it was gonna be like bad.
They thought that he was gonna be Taskmaster because it was clearly a man the whole time. And
That would have been the stupidest thing ever. I would have hated that.
Well, they didn't know who his character because he's not in any of the trailers.
Oh, and when the casting came out.
Yeah, don't kick my leg.
I'll do it. Listen, I'll do whatever the hell I want. What were you most disappointed about though?
Just the whole mind control stuff yes, that's her. She's from Yeah, the one of the Bond girls and the Bond girl in Quantum of Solace plays Taskmaster.
Listen,
the mind control and the reveal of Taskmaster, I thought, I was most disappointed. If you nailed those and got them to a more grounded and cooler, like Taskmaster actually being a person who's super ahead of everybody, he's incredibly smart.
Just cross-eyed on purpose.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was doing that, and he's just ahead of the curve, and he can like read micro expressions and he just knows everything about patterns and stuff. That would have been really really cool. Instead, it's just like
yeah,
that's my daughter. She's under pheromones, and I like that because they do that in Jessica Jones, the pheromone things.
Jessica Jones, the first season was fucking great.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Because of the villain though. Because of the villain.
I like that scene where he's like, "Pour that coffee on yourself." The guy does it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ah!" I thought that was hilarious.
But the fighting though was, when it comes to like choreographing it,
In the first half, particularly,
was so good, bro.
yeah.
It was so good. And like I'm like eating this stuff up. Like even like, okay, last night I was watching Attack on Titan, and it showed like them doing like actual like jujitsu moves. I was like, oh, this is like good on them. This cartoon for figuring out this stuff and actually animating it. That's fucking awesome.
Right.
And in this, although like a lot of it can't actually be done the way they want it to be done, I was like so excited and so like amped up to watch this. I thought it was fucking incredible. And I was thinking to myself how much I'd love to like direct a scene of just that fighting. That shit was so cool. I don't think if I watched it again, I'd eat it up just as much.
Right.
And I'd watch the fighting. I'd slow it down and watch it because I think that shit is so fucking cool. And on top of it, you know what I just realized? We've barely talked about the story like as a whole, and I think I know why. Because it was fucking good. We usually only talk about the story if parts of it were bad. Honestly,
Right. Like it's pretty simple.
It's simple. It tells a good story. You know what I was saying though? There is an end credit scene, and
Julia Louis-Dreyfus shows up.
it's gonna be weird. Like when people like do like the road to the next Avengers. Like when would the timeline be for this movie, where it wouldn't ruin that Black Widow dies, right? So I feel like if you got like a Blu-ray, it'd be like, do you want spoilers or no spoilers for the Avengers movies? Because if you wanted to watch it in like the timeline, you'd watch this movie and then Avengers.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Because you know how in the end credit scene, it shows the sister going to Black Widow's grave.
Talking about watching them chronologically.
If you watch them chronologically, I think it'd be cool if they like on the Blu-ray or even on Disney Plus, you click on this movie, but then it would say do you want it like with like Avengers spoilers or no spoilers? Because if you watch the end credit scene of Black Widow, you know that Black Widow dies before seeing the Avengers movie.
Right, but why would you watch them all chronologically?
People do that.
Yeah, but without seeing any of them and not knowing what
Yeah,
happens.
I'm thinking and
without
like
knowing Tony Stark.
I
is
think in
dead?
like 5 years from now, when a 5-year-old turns 10 and he wants to know about all these movies, it'd probably be a good idea for to not see that part. Yeah.
So if they haven't, but if you haven't watched them, it would make sense to watch them the order of release they were released.
I guess it's like the Star Wars question. It's like if you had kids, how would you show them the movies?
The order
Chronological
they
or
were
release?
released.
Because I think it'd be cool to
'Cause I'm
see.
not a fucking psychopath.
I think it'd be cool to see both, like a reaction to both, like what a kid would, how would they'd react.
It's impossible. So
You're right. You'll never have
congrats
kids.
on your stupid fucking idea.
You'll,
It'll never happen.
you'll never have kids.
Now, that'd be pretty. You know, what I was. You know, what I was thinking about the other day. I was in my
By the way,
bathroom.
by the way, we have like 10 minutes. Just
All
so
right,
you know.
cool. I was in my bathroom, and I was thinking, like, what should I name my son? How about like Tommy Cruise? That sounds good, Tommy Cruise. And I went, what would
You're
I
an
go,
idiot.
Shut up! And I went, what would his legal name be? And I went Tom, and I went, Guh. I'm gonna name my fucking kid Tom Cruise by accident. Can you imagine if I fucking did that? And they go, all right, like I didn't read it, I didn't say it out loud. Me and my wife were like, all right, here's his name. You write it down, and it comes back out. Congratulations, Tom Cruise is a healthy baby boy. And he walks out, and me and her are just like, what have we done?
Holy shit! That would be the
And
funniest.
Tom
thing.
Cruise just takes my shoulder and goes,
That's exactly how
he
he
jumps
would
on
do
the
it.
couch. Oh!
Oh, yeah. And then his PR team sues you. Bro, that's so fucking funny. I can't believe you thought that. I want to like. No, we're not talking about having kids anymore. Anyway. Listen, fucking. I don't really know what else to say about it.
I'd say go see it because it's fun.
Go see it because it's fun. It's a good time. I think their score was great. Like the music was.
I don't remember anything about the score.
Okay, so like when you watch a movie, Johnny, I don't know exactly what you focus. Maybe it's like the camera angles, like the cinematography. Maybe you like to notice like the lighting or the sound. I don't know what your thing is, but when I watch a movie, the first thing I noticed, this is how I got into movies, was the music. That drives me wild. I think music makes or breaks a film. And I think a lot of people would agree with me.
Movie.
What?
A movie.
What do you mean?
You said film.
Well, fuck,
Whenever Mark puts that hat on, he always says film.
That is outrageously untrue.
Yes, it is.
One day I'm going to give a background behind this hat so you can stop making fun of me for it. Anyway, I think music makes or breaks it, and I was really pleased with the music in this one. I also think, which was kind of cool, I was kind of cringing about it, but I was like, no, I could accept it. How in the beginning of the movie, when they showed all the kids get kidnapped and like put into like shipping crates, it reminded me, it looked like a pseudo documentary of like sex trafficking, and I was like, this actually looks believable if I put my mind in that world where like, holy shit, I'm watching this on like HBO or Discovery Channel, and like it actually happened. Like they did a good job.
Right.
They did a good job.
Also, watch this movie at the theater. Don't pay extra $30 to Disney for.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper watching it at the theater. And don't.
It's better.
And I learned.
Unless you're sitting with those kids that we said.
Yeah, no. I learned the hard way. Don't buy your tickets online if you could help it, unless you have AMC.
Well, no, buy them online because then you get there and there's no good seats available.
Yeah, but if you buy them online, you have to pay not only the tax, but
Unless
you
you
have
have
to pay.
A-list.
And unless you have A-list, but you
A-list is
you
most
you have
financially
you have a
viable.
convenience fee too, which is like $3. It was
I used to pay.
ridiculous.
I used to make people pay for. I used to.
Used to what?
I used to make people pay for the convenience fee. So I'll Venmo you because I only have a 20 on me. Unless you have $8, you can give me.
I don't know. I might. They don't care. Give me your. I feel like we got so much time, but like, just fucking watch the movie. It was great. All right, final thoughts, and then we'll move on to your movie recommendation.
If this was a more, grounded and more visceral, sort of spy thriller type, with it's sort of like it's basically Jason Bourne.
It
with
was
Black
so
Widow.
fucking good.
If you just replace the word,
I love the characters, by the way.
If you replace the word Treadstone from the Jason Bourne movies and replace it with Black Widow, it's the same movie, kind of, sort of, basically, for the most part.
Yeah.
I'd say,
Also,
Just get rid of the mind control stuff. Make Taskmaster an actual person.
real quick. By the way,
it's a great
I want to
movie.
make a prediction, and I
And
also,
also don't ask me for my opinion and then interrupt me like
no,
three times.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
I want to make a prediction. I also want to fanboy a little bit. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow's sister. Not only is she a great character, and I thought she was done really well, but I also think that she will end up being a part of the new Avengers somehow.
Does she have a character in the comics, or is she new?
I don't know. I
Look it up.
okay. I don't even know what to
Computer
look
guy.
up. Wait,
Look it up,
what's
nerd.
her character name in the movie, real quick, and I'll look that up.
Elena,
I spell Elena.
like the name Elena.
I hate you. Elena. Character.
Black Widow. There we go. Yelena. Oh, it's Yelena. Yelena Belova. Yelena Belova. Also, Black Widow's on track to a potentially $90 million opening weekend.
She is
What is she?
in a comic book character. I don't know if she's actually her sister. I don't want too much research now because we're running out of time. But she is an actual character. I think it'd be so cool. I think she's gonna end up getting a trilogy. First of all,
she's very.
shut the fuck up. I think she's gonna end up getting a trilogy. First of all, and second of all, I think
She's gonna get her own movie trilogy.
I feel like it would make sense. First of all, okay. Second of all, I think she's gonna end up being in the new Avengers, led by Spider-Man. Okay, give me your movie recommendation.
Oh, she goes by White Widow.
Let's go. Movie recommendation, Johnny,
All right.
Jonathan Cruz.
All right, here we go.
Let's do
my
it.
movie. What'd you say it was?
The one that reminded you of this with a whole bunch of women spies.
Oh, Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow.
Also with the name of an animal and or insect and the
Oh,
title.
wait, hold on.
With a color.
Before
Hold on. Holy shit. Isn't that crazy?
Black Widow, Red
Black
Sparrow.
Widow,
Oh, wow.
Red Sparrow.
Before you finish, give the
It's
words
the
that I
same.
didn't say. The words, because my danger words that you didn't say is family and mother.
Scarlet, family, and mind control.
I said family, by the way. Too
Yeah,
late now.
And you probably said mind control like so.
I didn't.
I didn't really care.
I didn't 17 times. Go ahead, finish. Give us a recommendation. What's the movie about?
Red Sparrow. It was released in 2017. 2017.
Oh, it's recent.
Yeah, but nobody really saw it. It had an okay opening weekend, but 2018. I'm sorry.
Even more. recent.
2 hours and 20 minutes. It's directed by Francis Lawrence, who directed the first Hunger Games. Jennifer Lawrence, Joel Edgerton,
Whoa. I had
and
no idea.
Charlotte Rampling, who's the best. Syrian Hines. That's good. I remember seeing it at the time and thinking there was some really good twists, and I really liked it. But I also would have liked it if she knew how to fight a little bit. But I guess it was sort of more realistic, where like if she can't go head to head against like a bunch of guys who know how to fight.
Yeah.
But I really liked. It's very slow burning, visceral kind of, slow burn kind of spy thriller that I thought was really cool,
Alright.
like Soviet Russia.
I do remember seeing
It's basically the
this.
same thing. Like they take them when they're young, and train them and
Is that
shit.
like a Russian thing? Is that like a stereotype for
I
Russia?
don't know. The Russians did some crazy. I mean, this is probably based off some kind of true, not based off true events, but there's probably like real life stuff that happened with this. But they use her, what do you call it? The Russian intelligence service basically uses the women because they never know. Because like you were saying before, they use women because you never guess.
Yeah, you'd never know. And they can have so many disguises.
That's sort of along the lines of. That's like take that this that's
I do
basically-
remember
this
the trailer,
movie-
seeing the trailer.
This
for this.
move, Red Sparrow, is basically like take the script from Red Sparrow and just slap a Marvel filter over it, and then you get the movie Black Widow. Just change the color and the animal or insect, and you're good.
Poor Jennifer Lawrence will never see her in a Marvel movie ever again.
Yeah, you never know. You know what's funny? She was supposed to not do them anymore after X-Men Apocalypse, and they somehow convinced her to do like 2 more movies.
Money. Money.
I know, but if you look at the first one, it's funny. She's just phoning it at the end of those at the end of the X-Men movies, like the last 2 or 3.
I don't like that they made her the main character, basically. Like it was like, but you're
I don't think they
Mystique.
did.
They kind of revolved so much around her that I was like, but Mystique's not even like a
Yeah, but I think she did good. Like X-Men First Class.
not saying
why
she
are we
did
talking
bad.
about X-Men
I don't know. Guys, you want to do the outro too? Go ahead. You did the intro.
Hey guys, this was another episode of Screenshots. Smash that like button, click subscribe.
I've never said that.
Stay tuned next week. We got,
You don't even know, do you?
Loki.
Yo, you're an idiot. You don't even know. You're the co-host. You don't even know what's coming up
Loki
next.
week. I'll make sure to wear my French hat. And look, man. As you guys know, I really loved Black Widow. I give it 8 spider legs out of 8. It was really good. I chickened out when I had to yell at those kids, but it's all good.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Bye. Can I do that every time?
No, then it would lose its knowledge. It wouldn't make any sense.
I don't care.
It would lose its knowledge. This is going to be the episode that gets us like 20 more subscribers, and we're all going to be
You ever see The Grapes of Wrath?
no.
It's a good movie. With Jason Statham. Guy Ritchie made it. No, what?
I Am Wrath.
Oh, I Am Wrath. I'm going to put that side facing that way. Are we good?
Yeah.